So I took a long break from YouTube, but I am back, y'all. I am ready. I want to be able to share my homestead lifestyle here in Las Vegas, but also learning all the tips and tricks from you guys, as well as you guys help pour into me on tips and tricks as well, and also about being a realtor here in Las Vegas, because it helps fund our homestead lifestyle. And also, low-key, I really want to find clients who also want to homestead, investors, because that's what our main focus is on, and then also anyone who is a business owner or first-time home buyers, anything far in between. If you want to buy, sell, or invest here in Las Vegas, I would love to be your go-to real estate advisor. So yeah, right now I am at home and we had a lot of changes, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, and what I hope for this channel, is that I do basic edits, like hardly any transitions and all the good stuff, because it's just me. It's a one-man team. I'm not gonna hire anybody to edit my videos, and I just don't have time, you know? So basically whatever I say is whatever is gonna come out, because I'm not gonna go back and rewatch my videos. So right now I am at my computer, my desk, and I apologize for my dog. So what I wanted to do was chat GPT what homesteading is, because it is a huge growing thing that's going on here. So I don't have my tripod, sorry, but we're just gonna deal with that. So let me just scoot down so I'm in frame. But yeah, so I'm gonna chat GPT what homesteading is and try and see if I could replicate a lot of homesteading stuff here in Las Vegas, because I don't know if you guys know, but I have lupus and I also have hypothyroid. So lupus is an autoimmune disease that attacks your body. So you get inflamed a lot, you get inflammation a lot, your body's attacking itself. So you're always feeling weak, or you feel sick and also inflamed, your joints and blah, blah, blah. It could affect different people in different ways. And so I have been like on a sugar, knock it off. Apologies. I have a knucklehead dog there. But I just wanted to be able to try and cure my lupus, because I was on hydrochloroquine for about a year and I thought I was dying, like literally. I was always sick, always nauseous, always dizzy, felt super weak, always calling out sick from work. And I realized, dude, like I needed like change my life. So for some reason I just quit that medication, and ever since then it was instant. I felt so much better, and I don't take any lupus medication. So I want to just be able to try and cure my inflammation whenever I have anything going on. So yeah, let's see what homesteading is. And I wanted to share with you guys that I have been trying to homestead here in Las Vegas, and if you guys don't know, homesteading is a whole nother level of learning. Homesteading meaning. So I'm going into ChatGPT. That is like my bestie. Okay, so homesteading is a lifestyle focused on self-sufficiency and living off the land. It can mean different things to different people, but the core is usually, hold on, let me move the camera so you guys could, so I could read. And then I'm like right there. Okay. So it's pretty much growing your own food, gardening, orchards, greenhouses, raising animals for eggs, milk, meat, or fiber. And it's preserving food, canning, dehydrating, fermenting. And then it's also about making things yourself, like bread, soap, furniture, clothing, using sustainable practices to reduce dependence on outside systems. And pretty much historically it means homesteading referred to settlers claiming and farming land, like under the U.S. Homestead Act of 1862. Today it's more about creating a self-reliant, hands-on lifestyle, whether you live on a rural farm, a suburban lot, or even in the city. For a Las Vegas mini farm, it would mean showing people how to build a little slice of independence in the desert. And so that's pretty much what homesteading is. And so I'm far in between, nowhere even close to being a homesteader. I have been documenting my journey about trying to be a homesteader here on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I feel like I just want to get back to YouTube, because I really enjoy being able to be having an open conversation with you guys, instead of like having to edit my videos in a minute or a minute and a half to fit onto Instagram. So I feel like this is more freeing. Like I can just talk and without having to like think about what I'm gonna post, you know? So yeah, I want to be able to share that what I got going on. I'm gonna give you guys a tour outside of our backyard because it's a huge change. So if you guys don't know, we live in Las Vegas, in central Vegas, and we are zoned unincorporated Clark County. So that means we could have 20 chickens, including 3 roosters and 2 large livestock. And that's because of our lot size. It's how much land we have, and it's how much it's zoned based off of that. So because I'm crazy, Scott got me like 4 chickens on our 18th anniversary, which was 2 years ago. And he only got me 4 chickens, so I blame him for our homestead lifestyle, or our farm, because, you know, chickens are literally addicting. They are the gateway drug to more animals. One thing you notice, I started rescuing all these tortoises, and then I ended up having like 6 of them, and one of them passed away, unfortunately, so I have 5. But so I like to rehabilitate them, try to get them better, and then also try and give them away to another family who wants them, or just keep them here on the farm. They've been such a joy. And so one thing led to another. I started to get turkeys, and then I found out chickens lay blue eggs and green eggs and dark brown, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need all of it. And so I just started documenting my journey on social media, especially Instagram, and then I would just barter. I started to have more eggs than me and my family could consume. So I decided to barter eggs, and my first barter was with Katrina, so I'm so grateful. She is a fellow female founders, and we bartered. She gave me a salsa bowl, and I gave her a dozen eggs, and it's been so much fun meeting a lot of people in the community. So I would post that picture, and then people wanted to join in on the bartering, so I had like a long list, and then people were like, you should really sell your eggs, and you should really have people come over and visit the farm. And I'm like, dude, this is just my backyard, you know, I'm doing this for fun, for myself. And you know, one thing led to another. I'm the type of person, like, if I have an idea, I'm gonna try and go after it, or if it seems impossible, I'm gonna try and find a way. That's just how I am. I don't know, I'm just wired crazy like that. So I pretty much since people started to say, oh, you should sell your eggs, I was like, gosh, I don't really want to do that. But I ended up learning the process. So I got a producer certificate from the Nevada Department of Agriculture. They came and inspected my backyard and coop and run for the chickens. And then I got my food handler's card permit. And then I got a business license. Or first I got an LLC, then a business license with our jurisdiction, which is unincorporated Clark County. And then what else do I need to sell eggs? Producer certificate, NDA certificate, animal control. Animal control had to come and do an inspection of our coop and run, and everything was well. And I was so grateful that we passed, because I have no farming background at all. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, y'all. Like, I'm learning and growing. Farming was not part of my background, a part of my family at all. So I'm first generation livestock owner, and we've just been learning and growing, and it's been so much fun. But again, there's a lot of challenges because it is Vegas. The heat here is very crazy. We lost a few chickens last year because it was super hot. But yeah, I really enjoy creating content around chickens, our livestock, our little mini farm. And one thing led to another. Like, bro, I was not trying to sell eggs. I was not trying to have a cow in my backyard, you know. But once I found out that we're zoned to have 2 large livestock, I was like, what? I could have a Highland cow, you know, because that's like a dream of mine. I don't know what it is about animals, but I love them so much. And those little fluffy little cows are just like the cutest things ever. And we originally started doing a lot of therapy work with our dogs because Scott, he has PTSD. He served in the Marine Corps for 8 years, and he lost a lot of friends when he was on deployment. So he doesn't like talking about his PTSD too much, just because he's a man, you know, they gotta be. But we got one of our dogs service trained for him. It was like a 6-month process. It's pretty long. It's crazy intense. And because of that, we would take him out and stuff, and we saw so much joy that people got from seeing him. We just ended up getting more dogs, and then instead of going through the whole service training, because it's a 6-month process, we just got them therapy trained, and which is like a shorter process. It's like 2 months, I think. And so we do therapy work with our dogs, and we were like, this is cool. Like, we really love, because we used to own a memory care home, and we would bring our dog over for therapy work for the residents, and it was so much, it was just a joy to be able to do that. And so I don't know, yo, like, when I tell you guys why God, I don't know what he wanted me to do, but God wanted me to have a cow in my backyard. So here we are. And I'm not even kidding y'all. There's actually a lot of people in Las Vegas that own cattle here. It's pretty cool. Once I started to do more research, I wanted to be able to like know who owned cattle so I could see their setup, how they take care of their cows and stuff like that. So it's a really small little niche here in Las Vegas, but there's actually surprisingly a lot of cattle owners here. And so what we do, because I'm crazy like that, I documented the journey of us getting a cow, he's actually a steer because he's a boy and he's castrated. So pretty much he's a High Park steer. So High Park he's half High Park and half White Park. So he's partial Highland, so he's not full, so he's not super duper fluffy like the other ones, but he is still fluffy and super duper cute. So he was like our baby, you know, like my first time ever owning a large livestock. I remember getting him and I'm like, what the hell? I really have a cow in my backyard. What the hell did I just do? But I don't know. God has just been working so awesome, because when I documented that journey, I've had so many people reach out and say, I want to meet your cow. So of course my entrepreneurial brain was like, you know what, I guess I'll turn this into a business. And that was not part of the goal, y'all. Like, that was not part of my 2025 now bingo card to have a cow cuddling business. Not at all. If you asked me like 2 years ago, no ways. You know, but God has more in store for us, and I know it's because he downloaded that dream into me, because he knows I'm the crazy one to fulfill it. So here I am. I have a cow in my backyard. I have a pony that I'm allergic to, so unfortunately we have to get rid of him. I found out I'm allergic to a lot of the hay, so we've been testing out different hays, and then we've been doing cow cuddles. I got our business license for cow cuddling. I'm fully insured, and we're also fully licensed and insured to sell eggs and cow cuddles. So I take a lot of pride in that, because I didn't come from a lot, you guys. Like, if you knew my backstory, like, I came from Section 8 welfare and food stamps. My mom was a single mom. I literally slept on the floor with her in the same room for like 8 years, because she couldn't afford Section 8 yet at the time. We were living with my uncle that is a family friend, and yeah, that took a really toll on my mental health, because growing up not having a dad and then not having your own room, you kind of just grow up thinking like that's the life you're gonna live, you know? So I kind of grew up with the mentality like I was never worthy or deserving enough of living the life that I have now, but I know God has a better purpose for me. So I don't know why I'm emotional, but I'm seeing Johnny Cash as our steer, right? I had no idea the impact he would make on this city, because we would take him to farmers markets. So we're legally allowed to do cow cuddles off-site. So we go to farmers markets once a month, and that helps pay for the feed. And whenever we go out to do, sorry, I get so emotional. Whenever we go out to do the cow cuddles, there's always at least 1 or 2 people who cry, because they've always wanted to meet a cow, hug a cow, or experience what it's like hanging out with like a livestock like him. And people just said it makes their day. They get so happy and they're so grateful. And I know God, that's why God wanted us to have this little farm, is to have it for the community, you know. And so I'm just trying to just steward our house wisely, and our farm. I want to be able to share that what God has been doing in our lives, because it hasn't been easy. You know, both Scotty and I, we grew up both not having a lot. His dad took care of him and his brothers alone because the mom passed away when Scott was 4 from breast cancer. And so yeah, we both have like really the hard trauma of our childhood because of our lifestyle. But and I guess that's why we're crazy with animals, because they bring us so much joy. And it means a lot to us to be able to share it with the community. So yeah, but yeah, I would never in a million years think that I would have a cow cuddling little business, you know, but here I am. And the goal is to grow it. I want to scale it because I've noticed the need for it. People ask about him all the time. They want to book him all the time, but unfortunately I have to say no. You know, it's just, I'm only one person and Sky's only one person. I need Scott to help me with handling Johnny Cash, because he's a big livestock, you know. So we just are just learning, and as we're growing, and never in a million years did we want to do cow cuddling at all. You know, this was more of a hobby farm that I wanted for myself, but God was like, you know what? I blessed you with this house and this little mini farm. You're going to share it with the community. So here we are, and I am just so grateful. So yeah, let's go take a look in our backyard. So I want to share with you guys too, the backyard is a hot mess because the monsoon that happened like a month ago, it was pretty intense. It messed up our chicken run. So, and I'm also currently working with zoning to have a legal egg stand, and that's been like such a headache. The previous commissioner denied it, but thankfully we have a new commissioner who's for agriculture and for small business. So I have another meeting with them in a few weeks, and I'm gonna just document my journey, y'all. And I apologize if I've been rambling and like going off topic and subject or whatever, but that's just my brain is just like do. But yeah, so it is really hot outside, so I didn't want to do this, but I felt called and wanting to just create a video and an update of what's been going on at the mini farm homestead, and soon to be hopefully Calcutta Ranch. And we just want to expand. My goal, I'll share it with you guys when we go outside. Okay, you guys, this is my little hydroponics plant setup here. My brother got this for us 3 years ago, and I've been trying to grow plants the past month about. And I'm gonna transplant the tomato because it's bending, so I put this chopstick there. But yeah, I am not a pro at all at anything, you guys. I don't have a green thumb, but I am trying to grow veggies to just homestead more and live and eat healthier. Check this out. I have been learning how to sourdough for the past year, and I finally almost got it down, you guys. I think I got it down actually. But yeah, I'm gonna have sourdough for days because I'm trying to bake like every other day to get it down right. But yeah, that's part of my homestead. So let me show you guys outside. So here is my mini farm. There goes Big Papa. Do you guys remember him? He's 42 and he is so awesome. Unfortunately, our grass died last summer because our irrigation went out when we went on vacation. And it was the hottest summer of the year, or the hottest summer ever. But yeah, so we free range our flock, and per Las Vegas, you cannot free range. They have to be in a housed pen and run, but we let them out, huh? This is Mr. Butterball. He's a blue slate turkey. And then that's Mrs. Jenny O. I know, everyone's so hot. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. There goes Johnny Cash. I know, he has a fly thingy on him. Let's go see. Hi, my handsome baby. I know. So we got fans for them. We also have a swamp cooler. Hi, my handsome baby. Hello, handsome. This is Johnny Cash, you guys. He is 18 months old about. His birthday was April 16th. And so we feed them Bermuda and, what is it, Bermuda and alfalfa. Hi, buddy. And there goes his salt block, mineral block right there. We have their water buckets. And then here's the pony who I'm allergic to, and I cannot touch him because I will break out in a rash, yo. Where he was just rolling around, but he's so cute. His name's Willie Nason. And then this is Johnny Cash. Hi, my babacito. Hi, my handsome. Hi. Oh my gosh, you are just so handsome. I cannot take it. Why are you so cute? Why are you just so handsome? And then we got little baby turkeys right here. They're so sweet, you guys. It's so hard because I got turkeys, or I hatched them to do farm to table for Thanksgiving, and now they're like so freaking sweet. It's like hard to do this. We do farm to table with some chickens. So like here we have too many roosters, so we're waiting for them to plump out. Don't mind the mess, y'all, because they are free ranging and they mess up everything, but we are working on a better system because I'll show you guys. So the wind here, this was our chicken run over here, you guys. Our chicken run was right here. As you can see, it was like super long. And then that's the coop, which is stupid, you guys. Don't ever get a metal coop in Vegas. Like, hello, who does that? So stupid. But yeah, so I close it off during the summer because it's too damn hot. So I don't let the chicks go in there. But this is the run here. We are rebuilding it. I'm having either high school students come and rebuild it for us. But yeah, and then we're gonna expand the bullpen and make it super bigger, like this whole space here. And then my main goal, y'all, is to buy my neighbor's land. So it's behind here. So if I could buy my neighbor's land, because he's having a hard time building up because he has to pay like $150,000 to the city for tapping into sewer water, or no, the city sewer. So I'm like, dude, let me just buy your land. So that's in the works, hopefully. I'm praying, and hopefully that'll be the next thing. But we gotta sell more real estate. So if anyone's looking to buy, sell, or invest, hit us up, because your support will help towards our farmstead goals. And then I have Mr. Butterball here again, who likes to follow me around. And yeah, so I have no farming background at all. So whatever I'm doing, don't take my advice because I'm not an expert, but you can learn and grow with me. And just wanted to share that. And I will show you guys our, what else? Oh, I'll show you guys our chicken coop run that we're turning into. So let's go over there. So this is the manure piles. So the boys and I will put the poop in here and we donate it to the community, and it's been so fun. I've been bartering manure for whatever people give. And then I want to show you guys how we keep our chickens cool is by having this tub here of water with bricks, because chickens can't sweat, so they keep cool with their feet in the water, and the bricks help keep them cool. We also give them lots of treats. So this here is a pink playground that we painted pink, and we're going to turn this into the chicken coop and run area. So this whole area is going to be changed completely. We're going to move the tortoises to the front of the house, And then let me show you guys underneath. I'm telling y'all, this is not aesthetically pleasing, but I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know why this keeps turning off, but we have, so yeah, we have a solar powered fan that helps keep them cool in their nesting boxes. And this is the teenager pen right here in the back over there. That's where we put our newer, older, just hatched, but they're like 2 months old. Dude, see, he like follows me wherever I go. But yeah, so we're trying to just learn how to homestead here, and just trying to figure out what we could do with our land, because I have been working with zoning to have properly licensed to have people over so they can help with farm chores experience, and then also have veterans over because we like to do that for free, and invite the community over so they can learn about livestock and what they can do with their land. And yeah, so it's a hot mess back here, y'all, and I just want to show you guys that it's been pretty awesome and crazy here in a good way, but best way possible. But yeah, let me show you guys the front of the house, which also we are using for the bullpen when they graze. We used to let Willie Nason and Johnny Cash out in the front because they would be able to go out there and go around, but Willie is a little sneaky guy. He was able to get out and he jumped over the fence into our neighbor's yard. So that was fun. So we have to get the fence. So as you can see, my pony figured out how to get out of that fence. It was actually better, but it kind of broke. So this is the front of the house. Someone's supposed to pick this up. They live like an hour and a half away. So it's that's our old chicken run, and then a trampoline that people can use. This is our new chicken run right there. So we were waiting for that as well. And I gotta share with you guys what we do. Do you guys see all these cars right here? Yeah, we land hack. Land hacking is when someone pays you, like a neighbor, to park their RV. This guy pays us $100. This is my future egg stand. I haven't touched it yet. And then another neighbor, my old tenant, Frenette, she has one of these cars, so she pays us $50. Pretty cool. I'll show you guys another hack. So here's another hack. We have a guy with the RV that pays us $300. He is a pilot that has all these toys, so he has a boat as well, which is crazy, y'all. So that's how we're able to afford this lifestyle. He pays us $300 to park those. And then we have the banana bungalow. So let me show you guys. The banana bungalow is our attached casita that pays for half our mortgage. Chicken. And this is my garden bed that I have in the front. We are west facing. I just added that, and I'm gonna transplant my veggies in the kitchen. So we'll see how that goes. Then we have this god-awful pond here that's a money pit, and it has a hole in it, and we were waiting for the summer to end so we could fix it because it's too hot. It's gonna mess up the fishies and the tortoises, or not tortoise, turtles in there. So yeah, this house is a huge money pit, y'all. So yeah, this is the pool area, and then behind here is the neighbor's land that I want to buy. And then also it's a flag lot. So this whole open area, like, gosh, the dreams are big, y'all. I would preferably like to buy a 5 to 10 acre farm here, but that would be expensive and impossible, huh, Big Papa? So that is a little update to our beautiful chaos here in Las Vegas, and I hope you guys stay tuned, and I will be sharing more and updates on the progress of us rebuilding our backyard and getting everything situated. So thank you again for guys watching. That didn't make sense, but like, subscribe, comment, and share.